Morning. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Hangout. So it is August the 18th already. I'm so excited that you all are here. We are recording this so that everyone can watch this back on their own time, and you guys who are on here live can go back and watch this and take great notes. I'm really excited about our guest speaker tonight, Laura Verbich, and I know everybody here is. We have a little mini Laura Verbich fan club on this team, just to let you know. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that, Laura, because there was a picture of you circulating with some other people at Summit going around. People are excited because your energy is contagious and your positivity is just wonderful and your perspective is so refreshing. Someone just shared Beth Glazer, you just shared your screen with us and you're writing on it. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay, so Beth, you need to stop sharing your screen. There you go. Okay, what are you doing, girlfriend? Okay, so it's okay. I love it. All right, you guys. So first of all, before Laura gets started, I just want to take a second here and just talk about the amazing things that are going on in this team. I feel like it was like last month that I said, oh my gosh, we just hit 500 coaches in this team. And today we're at 930, like 40 something coaches were added in the last week. Like you guys are on fire and it just blows me away. I can't even look at everybody in the downline right now because you're so many levels deep, and that's exciting because what that shows me is that you guys see a value in helping others and paying it forward and opening your hearts and sharing and being brave. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I'm so proud of you. And just a few of the rank advancements that I'm aware of at this moment. If you know of any others or you have one to share, put it in the chat box and we'll make sure we recognize it at the end. But Denise Skaggs went Emerald last week. Casey Withers is a brand new diamond on the team. Shannon Daly advanced to Emerald. Erica Buzzard, 6-star diamond. Nikki Wasick's coach, Jamie Lynch, will be an Emerald on Thursday. We had 2 new success starters this month, Krista Hodgson and Laura Collier. Both are earning tickets to Summit 2016, which is incredible. And that's such a big deal for new coaches because Summit is sold out. People are waitlisted. But if you are a success starter, you get that ticket no matter what. And so that's just incredible because we know that we want to be at Summit. Looking ahead, and if there's more, like I said, put those down below. We've got brand new coaches hitting Success Club right out of the gates. It's just so exciting. You guys are sizing it up. You're sharing your videos. Like, it's just very, very fun. But I wanted to tell you really quickly about, let's see, some dates coming up. So this week, this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have our open house. If you go to our Fit Fighter Nation page, I've pinned to the top a video explaining that, also explaining success starters and the importance of that for all of our new coaches, and just give you all the links and all the graphics and everything you need to confidently share open house and our business off that's Thursday. That's all this week. So this week is really big. So when you're a coach of a coach, it's important that you pass that information on to your coaches. We're doing this for you. At some point, someday, you'll lead your own open house. You'll lead your own business opportunity. If you're not ready yet, then join ours. Okay, so that's this week. Also wanted to tell you that September 2nd, if you're in the Indianapolis, Indiana area, we're having a leadership event with Jeff Hill. Will be here from corporate. And so he's going to speak to everyone who's in Emerald or who hit a C5 in August, and you have to get a ticket. That information has also been posted in Fit Fighter Nation. If you have questions about that, let me know or find that Eventbrite and look at that. But that's on a Wednesday night. So, just a heads up on that. Let's see. If you're pushing to diamond in September, you want to be a diamond at least by, let's see, September 30th. No, is that correct in me saying that? When's our Jeremy Red is coming from corporate to do a diamond event for Sparta Nation. And I wanted to say that it is on September the 30th, so you have to qualify by September 24th to attend the event with Jeremy Red. So that's something to keep in mind if you're wanting to go to this really awesome Diamonds and Above only event sponsored by Jeremy Red. Danielle Nantoni and Darren will be there as well. You want to make sure that you're a diamond by September the 24th, and that's pretty cool perk. There's brand new Fit Fighter Nation coach onboarding system has been launched. If you notice now when you go to the Fit Fighter Nation page, there's a whole new header or cover photo. And the cover photo has like your your power hour in there. What should you be doing daily and monthly in your business? But if you click on that, if you click on that cover photo, it takes you to like a description, okay, where we would normally put a description or a caption. And I've included new information welcoming new coaches on how to get plugged into the new coach onboarding system. But also within the files section, you'll find everything you need: the new coach checklist, the welcome letter, everything you need to know to get your new coaches started right. This onboarding system is pretty cool. Every day they're getting an email with videos and training and all kinds of info. Your job as a coach of a new coach is to stay in touch with them and make sure that your new coaches know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on and you're trying to help them, then please reach out to me or your upline coach, because it's really important that we get our new coaches starting right. The numbers on this team show me that you're getting your new coaches plugged in and started right. So I think you're doing some good things. I really do. It's showing. So I'm really proud of you. Okay, enough of all of that. We can fill in more details later. Let's give Laura the floor here. I wanted to really quickly introduce Laura. Laura and I met while coaching the Rank It Up group, which is something we did a few months ago. And Laura is, I don't know how old you are. I've been saying you're 26. Is that right? Okay, she's 26. I made it up. She's such an old soul, but so young at heart as well. She's very mature and she works this business with a vengeance, and she's really doing an amazing job. Are you 38th? I told everybody you were 35th, 38th, 32nd. She has some amazing rank. Did you know this? Did you know that you were in the 30s? Okay, she's like, yeah, I'm cool. She's just doing some amazing things with her business, and she's recruiting like a rock star. She's connecting with people like a rock star, and she's doing some awesome things on social media. She's a 1-star diamond coach. She's a Success Club 5 All-Star, which means she's hit Success Club for 12 or more months. In fact, she's hit it for 21 months in a row, and 10 of those months have been SC10. So she's doing some awesome things in her business. And so tonight, I'm so excited and feel so blessed that she's going to share with us all of the great things that she's doing, and I really appreciate it. So Laura, the floor is yours, so take it over.
Well, thank you. I always get shy when people talk about me. I'm like, who, me? But it's cool. It's cool. It's not something that I ever would have expected of my life, let alone my Beachbody career. So, yeah, so I'm just going to introduce myself really quickly for those of you who don't know me. I know I don't have that much time and I'm a rambler, so I'm going to really try and stay on track right now. But I love talking about this subject, being yourself. Letting your true colors shine. And I truly believe that that's like the basis of everything in life and in this business. So I took a lot of notes. I'm going to be looking down here. But I really want to share with you guys, I have systems. I have things that I do every day. I have a whole bunch of things that I do and ways that I, utilize Instagram and now Periscope and all kinds of stuff. But the big moral of the story here is learning how to be and love yourself so that you can share that with others without truly letting yourself shine, and without growing yourself. I truly believe there's no way that you can grow a business from that. And that's something that I learned, very recently in my business. I started as a coach 2.5 years ago, in October of 2012. I was 23 or 24 years old, I don't remember. But I started off as a coach like a lot of people. I loved the workout programs. I lost 25 pounds at Turbo Fire. And, getting introduced to Beachbody was literally a lifesaver. I dealt with disordered eating, body dysmorphia, all kinds of issues in my early teens and my late teens and early 20s. It was a tumultuous time. I went through a lot of tumultuous things with self-hatred and taking it out on my body, taking it out on other people. And Beachbody really came into my life at the perfect time when I needed some salvation. I truly believe I called it into my life. And just by learning how to love working out sort of led me into this path of learning how to be me and how to love my life and how to build a life that I love. So one thing that I tell my coaches all the time is, don't ever be afraid to share this business with people or to share the workout program or Shakeology with people, it changes lives. And it's the catalyst that makes people's lives explode. You know, I know that every single one of you on this call right now wouldn't be here if Beachbody didn't come into your life, obviously, and it changed you in ways that is way beyond a weight loss story. You know, it starts there. A lot of the time it starts there. But what it does, it opens up this space inside of you to allow that light to come out a little bit. Because a lot of the times we're closed off. We're encased in this shell of protecting ourselves. We want to protect ourselves from harm. We want to protect ourselves from people's criticism, from our own self-criticism, but that really just drives us into a downward spiral. And what I feel Beachbody did for me, and I know that it does for everyone who I go in turn blessed with Beachbody, is that, like I said, it cracks you open a little and it forces you to take a look inside. So when I became a coach, I was embarking on that journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance. And I wouldn't say I was ready to be a coach. I wasn't super confident and super excited to go out there and just be me all over the place. I still had a lot of work to do. And, you know, I think everybody's journey is super unique and super different and important. And it's important to honor that journey and honor your path. But at the same time, it's great to have these tips and tools to help you get there maybe faster, or just maybe helping you get there more consciously. Because a lot of the times we create our lives and our businesses in turn sort of by default. You know, you're like stumbling along, trying to collect some pieces here and there, forgetting about getting on the wake-up call, forgetting about personal development for a while, and that kind of thing. And when that starts to drop, you're sort of just creating by default. You're not actively participating in the creation of your business. And I believe when we focus on personal development, when we focus on learning how to be truly us, that's creating our businesses consciously. So I really didn't create a conscious business, I would say, till about a year after I signed up as a coach. So that first year I was stumbling along, not working really on anything, but, you know, just sort of stumbling. And when I truly decided to make this business something real, I took a look at the 3 vital behaviors and I said, I'm not doing personal development. I'm working out like a crazy person. I have an 8-pack. I've got a couple customers, but I don't have a business. And where did I miss out? It was personal development. So I want to talk to you guys today. I don't want to, ramble on and on about the importance of this and the systems about that. I really want to shed light upon the fact that you need to crack yourself open and you need to work on you in order to make this business grow to the heights that you want to take it to. The belief that you have in yourself is the number one. It's the key that unlocks every other lock. That's what I say. To have the business that you want and the life that you want, you've got to believe that you deserve it. You've got to believe that it will come and is coming towards you as long as you chill out. I tell my team this all the time. Chill out, pump the brakes a little bit, stop going crazy, and just focus on what's at hand. Focus on what's in front of you. The simple 3 vital behaviors, you know? And what's one of the vital behaviors? Working on yourself. Working on yourself. That is something that we write off right away. When we're too busy, I'll forget about working on myself. I'll just send some more messages. No. You got to work on yourself first, send those messages later. So let me give you an example, okay? Most of us in corporate jobs were told to dress a certain way, act a certain way, do things in a certain way. But with Beachbody and our coaching businesses, it's entirely up to us. We get to cater ourselves any way that we want, right? And that's scary because we're so used to being put into these little boxes when now there's no box. Aaron, your upline, or whoever your upline is, they give you guidelines, we give you tools, but it's entirely up to you to piece it together how you like and to build your business the way you are. And that's scary stuff. But I really want you to picture your Beachbody business right now, okay? You're given the mentorship, you're given the guidelines, you're given the ideas, the vital behaviors, but you're absolutely free to build it however you want, okay? It doesn't have to be confined to anything. And I find the more me that I am, the bigger and better my business grows. The more authentic I am to who I truly am, what I love, what I'm all about, that's when my business explodes. A big mistake that coaches make, and I did this too, is getting fixated on just talking about product or being all about Beachbody, right? And you've heard this before, but I'm telling you, that is like the worst thing. Not because of anything other than it does not reflect you. It doesn't. And nobody can see who you are. And it's time to stop hiding behind those products and hiding behind 21 Day Fix and Shakeology and, you know, all of that stuff. And it's time to start revealing, who are you? Who are you? When I open up about things that are going on in my life, when I share the struggles that I'm going through, when I tell people the situation that's happening and how I'm dealing with it, I'm not perfect, but I share that. And that, believe it or not, that's when people come to me and ask me about my business. That's when people come to me and say, hey, Laura, I want to do this with you. Let me give you an example. In the month of July, I went through, you know, a relationship issue, let's call it that. And I posted about it, I shared about it, and I shared my need to get away, to go away for a little bit, to focus on myself, and to redirect my thoughts. And I also dealt with sort of like relapsing, I would call it, into my disordered eating because I was overworking out and under eating and all this crazy stuff. And I decided to come clean on social media about all of that. Well, my biggest months of recruiting were July and August. In the last, 19 days, I've recruited 9, today it's going to be 11 coaches in the last 19 days. And this, you can check out my social media. I'm not a Beachbody billboard. I don't post about the business opportunity 50,000 times. I just share literally my life. So I'm a testimony to saying, if you share who you are, what you love, and what drives you, and also what brings you down, but how you're lifting yourself back up, that's going to get people to connect with you, to say, hey, I can see her soul. She's wearing her heart on her sleeve. I want to do business with this woman. I want to know what she's up to. I need some of that positivity, right? It's going to drain you. It's really going to drain you if you keep trying to be something that you're not. You know, if you're trying to be this super positive, always happy, always eating clean, always working out, super ripped person, that was who I was trying to be for the longest time. I hid behind the facade. I hid behind the abs. I hid behind the salads. I hid behind the positivity when in fact, no, it wasn't always roses and rainbows and butterflies, you know, and that's okay. And I feel like in that time when I was hiding behind that facade, not only was my business suffering, but my whole life was suffering. My body, I was getting sick. I was getting injured. You know, all of my coaches from 2013, except for 3 of them, left, quit, gone. And I signed up a lot. 3 of them stayed because I was not attracting the right people. I wasn't me. I wasn't open, right? So I really want to tell you, if there's anything that you're going to focus on, it has to be getting comfortable with you and your story, telling it, and trusting that that's enough, you know, because when you're comfortable with who you are, or at least when you're learning to be, at least when you're willing to be comfortable, just by saying, I'm willing to learn how to be comfortable with myself. I'm willing to learn to love my journey. I am willing to learn how to share my journey. Just the willingness already opens up the floodgates. All of the teachers and all of the books and all of the talks and all of the everything come to you when you're willing and open. So you have to get uncomfortable a little bit with that. You have to get yourself out of that comfort zone, and every single time you get uncomfortable, you'll have a breakthrough. That's something, that's absolute. So anytime something seems scary to you, just do it and you're going to have a breakthrough. Anytime you sort of feel stuck and, sort of like someone's telling you something that you got to do, or you keep getting messages about something that you've got to do, something that you've got to change, that's going to be a breakthrough right on the other end of it. What's a great tip? A great tip to get through those hard times. A great tip to get through and bust through that breakthrough. Post about it. Post about it. It's scary. I know. I saw some faces go like, yes, that's what you have to do. You have to. I'm telling you. You don't want to be all, melancholy about it. That's not what this is about. We're working on ourselves, right? That's what we are. Don't you tell new coaches who are signing on your team, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have a six-pack. You don't need to have it all together. Why are you telling yourself that you need to have it all together all the time? Why? You're telling all your new coaches it's okay to be you. It's okay to have struggles. It's okay to share those struggles. But are you sharing those struggles? If you're not, I challenge you today or tomorrow, make a post about your most recent struggle. And the people in your life, the people on your social media, the people, your lifers, your future lifers, they're going to come out of that woodwork and they're going to say, thank you so much for posting that. That really hit home for me today. So whenever I post vulnerably from my heart and from my soul, those are the messages I get. So I make it a point every day to rip myself open and just like bleed my Laura-ness into my social media, because people need that. People really, really need that. So people also need to see your face, okay? People need to see your face. They need to see your eyes. They need to see your smile. Like I said, I used to hide behind, like torso shots because I had really great abs, but people didn't know what my face looked like. They didn't know who I was. They can't tell who you are in that way. So take pictures of your face and share that. Share pictures of you doing your things that you're doing, grocery shopping, or take a picture, like put your phone on like the sofa and take a picture of you at your desk. Show people you in action and show people who you are and what you do. It's really hard to relate to someone when their Instagram feed or their Facebook feed is just motivational quotes, pictures of food, and a picture of a workout DVD. It's hard. We can't tell who is this person. I know I won't follow someone if that's all I see. I need to see the person's eyes. I need to see their face, and I need to see this is the person that I'm going to be talking to. That's how people trust you. And I know it can seem like, oh, this is too easy. Like, I'm not saying anything super crazy breakthrough right now. Like, we know this deep down inside. We know that we need to grow and become more comfortable with ourselves. And it seems too easy, and it's almost infuriating. I know that. It's almost like, well, it can't be that easy to attract the right people. It is, though. It really is. Because in the beginning of our businesses, we're going out there and we're reaching out to a bunch of people, and it's just a lot of reaching out, but not many people reaching to us. But we have to switch that. And the only way to do that is to make your social media ooze with your essence. Truly pour yourself into it. Pour yourself into it so that people who are looking for someone just like you, because there are people who are looking for someone just like you, so that they can find you. Make it easy for them to find you. Put in your essence in there. And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm quite spiritual, and I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe in essentially law of attraction. That's what I believe in. And I believe that if you put all of yourself into social media and all of yourself into talking to those people who you want to be talking to, so making your posts geared towards who's your perfect person, right? Who are you looking for? Most of the time, obviously, it's someone just like you. So if you're you on social media, you are attracting other people who are just like you. And they're looking for you. A little bit of a feedback there. I am always scared when I hear that. Write the posts to yourself. Yeah, Nicole, exactly. Write the posts to yourself. That's what I do. When I started my morning posts, I didn't realize I was doing this, But I now realize I wake up right in the morning, right before I can actually start thinking, I grab my phone and I write whatever comes out of my brain. And it always ends up being something I need to hear that day. And the days where I wait a couple hours and like let my frustrations of the day seep in, I don't get as much amazing traction. But when I'm in that dream state and I wake up and I write what's from my heart, that is the most genuine. So the way to mimic that feeling throughout the day, because obviously we can't take naps and wake up every time we need to post. But a really great tip that I have in terms of how to make a really awesome post from your heart, or how to send an awesome message that really comes from you, is to seriously like close the computer, close the phone, like shut the door and have a moment with yourself. Okay. Have a moment with yourself. Close your eyes, deep breaths, and just think, or I don't know if you pray to a God or to whatever, but pray or meditate for like a couple seconds, connect to yourself, take some deep breaths and say, what do I need to know right now? Or what does this person need to know right now? Please inspire me. I say, inspire me to give these people what they need. Inspire me to share this specific message, whatever it is. And then I'll open up again and I'll feel refreshed. And it's important to do that. I don't think that's ever really said. It's important to reset yourself before you make a post or before you send that really important message to that super cool coach potential or that super cool challenger, right? You want to be able to channel all that is good within you and all of that inspiration and have it be pure. And not to say that you need to do that before every message, but before I go into messaging, I always center myself. And I always intend that everything that comes out of my mouth and out my fingers is going to be from the purest point inside of me. It's going to be exactly what that person needs to hear. And I also love intending before going into my workday that I'm going to attract all of the people who will mutually benefit from each other, who we will grow from each other, who we can become friends together. So I don't know how much time I have left. Do I have a couple minutes? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Is this stuff helping you guys? Yeah? Okay, because I'm not really, like I have, tips and stuff I said, but I feel every time someone asks me to talk about social media, I feel like I really need to get to the root of it. I feel like this is the root of it. And, I know a lot of my teammates, sometimes they're like, oh, Laura's talking about this again, but this is the truth. It's the truth. And like I said, it seems maddeningly easy. But it's actually so simple that a lot of people miss it. Ooh, sorry. That's my alarm to tell me that it's self-care time. So here's another tip I have for you. Set some alarms on your phone with some affirmations. This is going to help you throughout your day. So I don't know what your day looks like, but I work on Beachbody full time. And I can spend 17 hours a day on my business and forget to eat, forget to drink, forget to take time for myself. I'm still learning and I'm still growing, right? And if you're at a full-time job too, it's really important to uplift yourself throughout the day. As coaches, our job is to uplift people, right? Our job is to literally rip ourselves open and feed other people, right? So we need to refeed ourselves. So the way that I love to do that, reminders on my phone. At noon every day, I have an affirmation there. In the afternoon, I've got an affirmation. And at night, it tells me, close the computer, do something for yourself. So create those memos for yourself. That's a really good tip. But truly get connected with yourself every day. And some of my favorite ways is I love listening to audio. I don't know about you, but like when I'm cooking or taking a shower or going for a walk or driving, I always love to have audios on. I'm not going to tell you to get another network marketing podcast. We've got enough of those. I'm telling you to listen to some inspirational stuff. So one of my favorites is Louise Hay. I can write down her name in the chat box if you'd like, Louise Hay. She is like grandmama self-love. She's like self-love 101. And I love her audios because I'll just play them in the background even when I'm working my business, and she just tells me really beautiful things about myself. She'll just repeat really nice things, and it makes me feel so good. I also love listening to Doreen Virtue, I'll write her down, and Abraham Hicks. And I listen to these three people very often throughout the day. I'll do my personal development, work time, but to learn about me and to refill my me, I listen to affirmations, and I listen to things to how to deliberately create an exceptional life. And it comes down to mindset, which is exactly what I'm talking about. You got to believe it, and then you'll see it. It's not the other way around. When they're like, you got to see it to believe it. You got to believe it, and then you'll see it. And that's a quote from this other amazing guy, Dr. Wayne Dyer. He's wonderful. These are all like spiritual people, so I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. But if you are, Louise Hay is not very spiritual. She's more affirmations. But find something that makes you feel good and pursue it. Okay? Find something that makes you feel good and share that with social media. Share that with your people. Okay? Whatever it is in this world that lights your fire, and I said this to a coach potential today on a call. I said, what lights your fire? Because that's what is going to build your business. I told her, I said, this is not about just Beachbody. Yeah, we got great products. Yes, you're gonna use them and you're gonna sell them. Absolutely. But your business is about you and what lights your fire. So what lights your fire? I don't know if you've given a look at that lately. I don't know if you've let it fall off. I don't know if you're like me and you can get so wrapped up in doing business stuff that you forget sometimes to light your fire again, right? So take the time in the next couple of days to really think about it. What makes me happy? What makes me feel alive? I don't know what that is for you. For me, I love talking and learning about meditation and crystals and angel cards, and I do love makeup and I love clothes, but the things that make me is that. Maybe for you it's fashion, maybe for you it's cats, maybe for you it's travel, maybe for you it's taking healthy kids, raising healthy kids. That's going to be my thing when I decide to be a mom. But you got to know what lights your fire and be about that. Post about that. Live the life that you want to live now. Don't wait for it to come, when you're going to be a 5-star elite coach, or when you're going to be a 6-figure earner, or when I sign up my first 2 coaches, or when. No, the time is now to start living that miracle life. And I know it can be hard when you work full time, you've got kids, you've got responsibilities. I understand that. I've got lots of moms on my team who really struggle with that balance. All I know is Erin made it happen. People like Erin inspire me so much. I don't know what it's like to have kids and a full-time job like a teacher both my parents are teachers, and I see how busy they are. And I don't know what that's like. I just know that looking at people like Erin and looking at all the other moms who made it work, they kept their fire alive, right? They kept that fire alive. So keep that fire alive every day, okay? You can't let that fade. If all else fails, keep that connection to your fire, keep that connection to growth. If you're not growing, if you're not growing personally, you're not growing your business. So make your focus on growing you and focusing on living this life now, today. Being happy with where you are. Being happy with where you are is the key to achieving all of your goals. If you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy then. And if you're not happy now, chances are you're not even going to achieve that. Because how can that come to you? How can you create that if right now all you're living in is worry, fear, lack, and all of those other sad words? If you're living in joyful anticipation, my goal is 5-star elite by the end of the year. I'm at 1-star right now. It's a little bit precarious at this moment. I just received a message before getting on this call. There's a lot of things that I still have to work on in my business. I could spend all my time worrying. I could spend all my time thinking, what if it doesn't happen? And what if it doesn't happen? But worrying is praying for something that you don't want. Have you guys heard that? Worrying is praying for something that you don't want. When you start living in joyful anticipation, when you switch that worry and those negative words to positive words, that is when you create the life that you want. But that really only comes with learning to grow, learning that it's okay, and not being afraid of that, and sharing it. Above all of this stuff comes down to learning to grow and sharing that growth. That and that alone will be that determining factor, I believe, in major success and major growth, rapid growth in your business, versus if someone didn't do that. If you're staying stuck, if you're not getting a little bit uncomfortable, and if you're not willing to open yourself up a little bit and take a look inside, take a look inside, see what's there, and realize, above all, you are not broken. Because you made mistakes, it doesn't make you unworthy. It doesn't make you bad. In fact, owning those mistakes or owning those downfalls and looking in and seeing all of that and accepting it, that is your prize. That is your life. Your whole life is created by you, for you. It's not a punishment. It's not, oh, woe is me, all of this bad stuff is happening. No, you have the power in your hands to take this situation or take that past situation that's holding you down and say, no, I'm going to rise above this, and I'm going to do it with grace and dignity. I might fall back down, but I'm going to share that and hope and know, not hope. Remove that word hope from your vocabulary. You're going to know that is going to inspire millions of people, and that's going to help other people do the same. That's the whole point. As coaches, we want to show people the way, help people do the same thing as we're doing. So it starts with you, my friend. It starts with you peeking inside, taking a look, learning how to accept it, learning how to love it, and then going on and sharing that with others. Did I go too far there? Was that good?
No, you didn't go too far. No. Oh my gosh. I just feel like we're like the luckiest people in the whole wide world tonight that we got to share this moment with you. I really do. I think that every time you speak, every time you talk, it moves mountains. And I think that you moved mountains. And I just appreciate your heart and you sharing that with us. I mean, I think that you connected to everyone on such a deep level. And I think that you summed up, there's no secret to rocking social media whatsoever. Yeah. The secret is to learn about you and to be brave and to be uniquely you and put it out there no matter what, and I think that we all realize that we have a lot of work to do on ourselves. And you reminded us of that. We know that. We all know that. It's like people know they need to get healthy and fit. Yeah, I know that. They just don't do it. We know that we are battling things within us every day, and I loved your recommendations, because normally we're getting recommendations of Darren Hardy and different entrepreneurs and John Maxwell. And every time I read them, I get so bored, and you're telling me to read people that are going to lift me up so that I can be a better me, so that we can be a better us. And I love that. I think that's a great reminder. So yeah, it's just fantastic. I'm going to open this chat box here and see what we've got going on here. See if we've missed anything. But I mean, seriously, don't you guys feel like that you just need to shut down the computer and go pick out the best personal development, or get on Amazon and order some Louise Hay right now at this moment? And I can tell that you have been so positively influenced by this, because it's oozing out of you, Laura. And I mean, I feel like everyone comes into our life at the right time for the right reasons. And I think we all needed you tonight. I do. I think there's so many people right now struggling in their business. We have so many coaches that are knocking it out of the park right now, but we also have so many coaches that are usually knocking it out of the park that are, and I think that this is what is going to help them move forward right now, because they're stuck. They're feeling stuck. They don't know where to go. And here's exactly where they need to go. They're just going to focus inward instead of outward. And that's going to move mountains. You just moved mountains. Yeah. So I'm going to read a couple of comments, because everyone thinks you're fantastic. Okay. Everyone loves
You're
you.
fantastic.
Oh, whatevs, girlfriend. I just think we all have these amazing talents to share with each other, and yours is so obvious right now. So genuine, and that is rare. Thank you, Laura. That was amazing. Thanks for sharing. It's been a rough week. Needed that. Completely agree. I always feel like I get great PD listening to Laura. So happy this was recorded. I had a little one worried about the thunder. You reminded me how much I love Wayne Dyer and I miss his message. I just had a similar talk with my coaches this past week. So yes, everybody was very appreciative of you. Thank you so much, Laura.
You're so welcome.
Yes. We might just have to do this frequently, okay? We might need a little more Laura in our life every now and then.
I'm so cool with that. I mean, before I became a coach, I never spoke to anyone, period. But now that I'm working on myself and I've found all these amazing teachers, I realize my calling beyond Beachbody is talking. And so this is great practice for me when I'm gonna do, I don't know, something on a stage.
Yeah, no, you're great at it. You're eloquent. You're thoughtful. You have great word choice. If I was grading, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, you did a great job. I was making notes of some of your word choices. No, I'm no longer a teacher. No, once a teacher, always a teacher. No, you're fantastic. You absolutely should continue developing this. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, I'm going to stop the recording.